Hey guys, so this is day one of me practicing talking on camera so that I get better and better with communication in front of the camera. This is something that I'm going to do for the next 100 days so that I can eventually develop the expertise to be able to talk on camera and I don't need to do a lot of cutting and editing when I record these videos. So the topic that I want to talk about today is certain aspects of weight loss, right? So usually there are certain things that we need to take care of in our weight loss journey, and these can be divided into multiple parts. And the more technical side of things, like what you should be eating, what you should be doing in your workouts, all of those things play a key role. Definitely. But there's another side of things that we need to work on to make this journey that lasts for a long time, right? And that is your mindset and how you approach these challenges, right? And it's important for us to train our mindset and learn different ways in which we do things so that we are able to adjust for these challenges as and when they present themselves. Like, for example, how do you come out of a slump? Let's say you are unable to work out on 3, 4, maybe even 1 to 2 weeks. How do you come out of that? How's your mindset in dealing with that slump? Are you someone who just keeps postponing and postponing and postponing until it becomes a month or two? Or are you someone who gets a little bit conscious after missing the gym a couple of days? Or are you someone who gets a little bit conscious, gets a little bit conscious after you miss out on your nutrition, maybe on a couple of days, right? So these are things that we need to train ourselves on, which will ensure that whatever intervention that we are a part of, let's say a dietary intervention or an exercise intervention, it has the maximum benefit for us. And most importantly, you will be able to do these things for life. That's the goal, right? So one of the most important things that we need to remember is that whatever you do to achieve your weight loss, whatever habits you incorporated, whatever changes you made, you need to continue making those changes in order to maintain that weight loss. A lot of people just assume that, okay, I need to achieve my goal weight and stuff like that. And once I achieve my goal weight, I'll be fine. A lot of people just assume that. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Once you achieve your goal weight, it's still important for you to continue doing these practices, at least most of them, to be able to maintain that weight loss. If you go back to your old practices, you are going to gain back all the weight. That's a very, very crucial aspect to understand, right? It's your weight loss journey is not going to be start and stop. You're not going to it doesn't end after you reach your ideal weight. You need to keep working on it in order to be able to maintain the weight loss that you are able to achieve, right? So that being said, we need to keep working on our mindset, keep looking at our reactions to certain situations. When are we losing control, right? So for me, I know that I usually lose control when there are a lot of sweets around, right? So I make it a point to work on that and ensure that it doesn't happen way too many times. And that's the reason one of the most fundamental rules that I have for myself is I am not going to store snacks at home, right? So if I'm going to buy snacks as well, right, I ensure that I buy that snack for that one particular instance itself. For example, if I want to eat something sweet, I get one Greek yogurt, I get a small chocolate, or I get a small ice cream, whatever it is that is over for that particular instance, right? I don't get a tub of ice cream and store it at home so that it's easier for me to eat, right? When it comes to snacks, my goal is to try to make it as difficult as possible for me to reach those snacks. If I want to have those snacks, it's I need to get up go out, buy that snack, come back home, and then eat it. Right? So because I have this rule, it's not so easy for me to overdo it. Sometimes I feel lazy to go out. Sometimes I just decide because I have that extra space. Sometimes I decide I'm not going to give in to those snacks. Right? It helps give me a little bit of extra space from the time the craving hits to the time I take action. Again, I'm not saying whenever I eat out, I'm absolutely perfect. That is precisely the reason I don't store snacks at home, because when I don't store them at home, the amount of instances in which I eat a snack or a sweet or a dessert is going to be minimized. If I have something stored at home all the time, like if I have an ice cream tub stored at home all the time, I'm going to have a scoop of ice cream as soon as I finish my meal. That's what I do, right? That is why I don't store sweets at home. But I know people who have much better control in terms of their snacking habits. Even though they have a lot of snacks stored at home, they don't give in as frequently. They don't really enjoy eating sweets, some of them. So for them, this is not a challenge. For them, something else could be a challenge, right? So in your weight loss journey, it's not just about what you need to do. Like it's not just about what you need to eat. It's not just about what exercise you need to do. It's also about what are your patterns, right? What are things that you tend to do that constantly derail you from your fitness journey? And it's important to pay attention to these obstacles and these patterns and try to overcome those patterns. And those patterns are going to be extremely individual. And the more you identify these patterns, the more you identify these challenges, the better you are able to deal with these challenges, and the better your fat loss journey is going to be, and the better your results are going to be, because you're identifying these challenges on the go and overcoming these challenges. You're um, you will be able to reach your goals sooner, and more importantly, it's not going to be very easy for you to get derailed from your fitness journey, because you're constantly paying attention to what's happening. Awesome, guys. So that's what I wanted to discuss today. I'm going to come back tomorrow and discuss something different and get used to talking on camera. I just want to become more fluent and more efficient in being able to talk on camera. Cheers.